Good morning, YouTube. What's happening, my man, Hot Pepper Mike? How we doing this morning? As you can see, it's raining. Um, I'm presently heading south. They took the other load from me because I wasn't gonna make it in time. So I went over to oh, someone new. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Uh, you, um, we oh yeah, I got a chance to go home yesterday, and as always, I always I got to do 50 million things before I before I relax and get some sleep or whatever. And the first thing is I made some because I'm still not feeling well, but I'm feeling a whole lot better. I said instead of me cooking, I mean instead of my wife cooking, she's always got to do this 9-course meal. I'm like, you know what? I need a hearty soup. So I went to I should have filmed it, but as soon as I walked in the supermarket, I didn't film it. I'm this professional YouTuber, and I got all these vegetables and just a little bit of meat in mine, and she can't stand it. But here's the deal: I made her favorite soup was cream of broccoli, and then I made my soup, which is it's an Italian soup, but I use it's a sausage soup with chunks of sausage, links, and lots of spinach, and onions, green peppers, and and instead of using a rice, I use cauliflower rice. So I put a whole bag of cauliflower rice in there, and and I made me a hearty soup. But while I was making a hearty soup, I walked around the yard to see what did I need to do, to what do I need to do while I'm home, because like I said, I'm not home every weekend like a normal guy that gets to go out and does yard work. So I'm always throwing something down. And then I heard in the distance, it wasn't that far off, so I knew it was close. And I knew what that sound was. That sound is one of these tree cut companies putting these big giant logs in that big grinding machine and making those big giant logs into mulch. Well, I said, I said, okay, I'm acting stupid because I know they always desperate to get rid of the most, but I act stupid. I said, excuse me. I got in the truck, walked through, I said, excuse me, how much would it be if how much would y'all charge to dump that in my yard? I know it's going to be free, but, I'm playing it off, you know what I'm saying? And, oh, it's nothing. He said, where do you live? Yes, I literally live right across the street to the left. Gave him my address, and he said, well, can you give us 30 minutes? I said, no problem. So I went back home, continued to start cooking, left the garage door open just in case. They knocked on the door, and when those kind of trucks, what they do is there's a certain height. You can see it in the back when they grind it up. They fill that son of a biscuit eater to the tippity top. Because I live on my driveway is like a little hill, so you got to back it down. It was dropping its stuff everywhere. I was sitting there giggling because it's free, it's mulch, and my backyard looks like a crater. It look like the moon. It's up and down, left and right, and I know that's gonna break down, but I can get that down there. I can go to the horse farm and put some what do you call it? I can get some free. I just got to shovel it. Horse manure, top it on that. Maybe a load of dirt. I don't know. Top that and fill it up and let it break down naturally. Unfortunately, I'm going to attract the termites, but I have some stuff that I could just, get home this time. I'm just gonna set a barrier around the house again. I do it every 90 days. I'm a little late. Set a barrier around the house, spray it down real good, and oh, ooh, I'm sitting there talking almost past the exit where I need to get off. But I got it down there, and I had this one lumpy spot. It's been driving me up the wall for God knows how long. And I did it in the premiere. I leveled it out. When I get home, uh, when I come home, next chance I get, I'm just gonna spread it out in my backyard. I got like areas where I can't bring my good lawnmower back there because there's rocks popping out. I'm gonna just put a good layer of this mulch down, let it break down, and then put some more. Horse manure and dirt and sand and everything to build up because see my house originally was a morning by my house was originally a rental property. They didn't care. They didn't care. And I my wife love her to death, but she don't care either. And like certain things, I'm doing a video which would cause my drainage to be overran. So I'm going to order a bigger drainage area and install another set of pipes. And I'm gonna have to trench that out this summer. So I'm gonna have to set that up, and I'm gonna trench that out. And these are the things I do. But in the meantime, I'm finding cheaper ways to fill in the craters in my backyard. And yes, it's wood chips and whatever it's going to break down. But guess what? When you do topsoil, look at the topsoil. All that is ground up wood. It's the same thing. All it is this. That's what it is, and they just dye it black. They just dye it black. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna get me some green dye, and when I level the whole area off, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to dye it green, so it looks like it is grass back there until I can get it the way I want it. But that's gonna be a free, uh, a free thing. My wife says, "Well, I'm gonna go up to Home Depot and rent, the thing so you can move this stuff around." Okay, she paid for it. I'll do it. It's just another toy to play with. But another part of this is I'm gonna get some exercise. I'm gonna get some good old fashioned, exercise. Get that shovel, chuck it. I was doing it the hard way. I was putting in the wheelbarrow. Man, I got it close to that little area that I wanted to put this thing. I did the shovel and started chucking it over my shoulder. Whoa, whoa. And yeah, I was singing good old Negro spiritual hymnals. Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, hey man, free is free, and when you find free, man, please. And again, like I said, that area right there. I'm gonna throw out and spread it out all on there, and then I'm gonna get the I'm gonna go. I have the lady's number for the horse farm and ask, can I come over and get some horse manure and spread that out. Throw that out there, spread that out, and it's time. I'm sick of winter. I want to get back in the yard. I'm not a farmer, but I'm gonna set up my deck for a few um, container objects, and I'm gonna get another automatic sprinkler, so at least once a week it'll get watered. Once or twice a week it'll get watered back there, and then I'm gonna block it off so the deer won't come up and say, "Oh, thank you, this is delicious. Thank you for the free meal." And I'm also going to in the back corner. I'm gonna get a like a tray, like a little feeding trough, and get some deer corn, and I'm gonna feed them, and I'm gonna see if I can catch them on my camera, my security camera. See if I can catch them. Because I ain't got no problem with them. Just stop eating my dang on vegetables that I don't know how to grow. But I'm gonna hey Mike, I'm gonna get with you. We're gonna figure out a game plan. When do I need to start, and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? Because my wife, yeah, she love her to death, but she got a brown thumb. Um, and I'm gonna start doing that and start leveling off that lawn in the back, the front. It depends. I need some areas I got to do. I got to keep plugging. I'm gonna wait till March. I'm gonna wait till March because I got to pay off the Carnival, the next cruise. I got to pay off the next cruise. I'm gonna wait till March, and I'm gonna order a pallet of the zoysia grass. It should be going full swing. Then I'm gonna be plugging. And we gonna figure this out. It's gonna take a minute, but we're gonna figure it out. But again, like I said, when I come home, um, I try to do something. Like the winter is just decimated my front walkway. So I went out there and I just raked the hell out of it. I got all that stuff up, got it in the garbage, and got to take care of that. But here's the crazy part of it. I'm so used to because always in a lot of pain, and I'm trying to change some habits. This is the first time in a long time I did something sober. I was making excuses. Oh, my back hurts, and I need to numb up, and blah 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 blah. But and my wife, you could hear the words in her mouth because I said, "Hey, babe, could you pick up some heavy cream for your soup? Oh, you're not going out? No, I don't feel like it." She knows a lot of the times when I say that, that means I've been drinking. But this time I wasn't. I consciously made a decision to say, you know what? Uh-uh. I don't need to. Especially I'm still on the clock. So if night's listening, I didn't drink. But a lot of times when I'm doing my yard work, and I still will do that. Especially I got I got the equivalent. I have the equivalent of 18 tons of mulch in my backyard in a pile. If y'all get a chance, go look at my If you get a chance, go look at my little premiere. I'm experimenting right now. Um, hey, Urban, this perfect for your chicken coop. I got 18 tons of mulch, and they were like, "Yo, if you need us to bring you some more, just give us a call." And you know what? I'm gonna do that because I got a big backyard, and it's at a slant, and it has years, literally years of erosion, years of erosion. It's like on the outer rim is just nothing but rocks. I can't bring my good lawnmowers back there, even to cut the crabgrass. And I'm tired. I'm sick of it. So I'm just gonna spread that mulch out, let it break down, have them bring me some more, let it break down, have them bring me some, let it break down until I get me one heck of a lawn. And then later on, they have this stuff that you buy during the summer. Wait a minute, I need to speed it up a little bit. Sorry guys. These truckers will cuss me the hell out. Please do the speed limit. Um, they have it's like it's good bacteria, and you spray it on your lawn. You spray it on your lawn in a spray bottle, which I got. And what that does is it allows that bacteria to grow, and it helps helps the whole root system and yada yada yada. Also, I found some ironite, which is normally because they done went through the roof. A bag was like dang near $30. It was on it was on clearance for $9 freaking. $9. And I got two bags. I didn't want to go crazy. I got two bags. What does that do? That makes like a light green lawn go to a deep green lawn. You know, and I don't know if you guys need iron in your in your gardens and stuff like that. But I do. I did a soil test last year. This spring I'm gonna do another one, and like I said, I'm starting to build up. And the other part of that is I'm going. I got to start bringing every time I go home because these things are expensive as hell. Railroad ties. I need about 10 of them to finish redoing or ninja rigging my retaining wall because I don't have the $4,000 that it costs to get it properly done. So I'm gonna be ninja rigging it, and until I gotta redo it, do it again until I can get some money to get it done correctly. And as usual, I want brick, I want brick, I want this, I want that. Babe, we can what we can afford. Okay, let's try that. How about we do that? What we can afford. But and the other thing is, I ain't even bring it up because she'll be mad. We went through this thing, and I think it was the get rich quick. So I'm gonna check my dag on uh what you call it credit report. These uh wife has a young lady that works for her. Her boyfriend was like this salesman to fix how fix replace roofs, and his whole spiel was, well, you know we'll find a way to use your insurance. And I'm like, nah, player. My insurance is for emergency reasons. Nah. I said, how much is it to get it done? Well, this and well that. No, no, no. And we got approved, so-called approved, but we ain't heard from them since December. So I'm gonna give it another month, and I'm gonna let her know, and then I'm gonna let the boss lady who when she get mad, I I fear for whoever to talk to. I'm fearful for whoever you talk to, but we take care of that. Also, hey, good morning, welcome in, Cruising is fun anytime. How you doing? Um, we I finally convinced the wife to try out Virgin Voyages, and I asked her, let's see if we can find one, probably September of 2025. We got to move some stuff around because we were supposed to go back on. We're going on the horizon in June, then back on the horizon in January. The New Year's. That New Year's might be changed around because I convinced her to go on another cruise line. The Not Norwegian. The big boy. Dang, I'm getting old. But I convinced her to try Royal Caribbean. That new ship that's coming out is going to be doing weekend cruises. So I've been slowly paying on that one. The only problem is the New Year's one. We're going to have a little problem with. We're not going to be able to make the booze cruise this year, but might be able to do it next year. Might be able to do it next year. But we'll see. Yeah, hey guys, if I see someone just did it, hashtag can't stop. Be able to you drop your link. I got some new people in the got some new people in the house, and I don't want to scare y'all off, but time for us to get with the conversation. And what I kind of noticed, um, you know, when you're in a blessed situation, when you're in a situation where everything's going okay, people that have been in survival mode are scared as heck because they're waiting for the ball to drop. They're waiting for the bad things to happen because you know it's happened so much. And I'm saying, and nothing's going on with me. Let's put that. Let's emphasize that right now. Nothing's going on with me. I'm okay, but I just had a flashback when we was on the island. When we was in Princess K, and I started tearing up because I was like, this is too good to be true. When you've been in survival mode for so long, you've got some people that intentionally, because they know nothing other than chaos, they intentionally destroy their their relationship because they're more at home in chaos than peace. They're more at home fighting than being happy and making love and making fun and enjoying life. Why do you think you have all these cruising people, these people that, hey, we're going on another cruise. Hey, we're going on another cruise. Hey, we're going on another cruise. Because the fantasy is you're out and people are treating you like kings and queens. Then you got to come back to the real world and be treated like crap. That's why I don't even, like, I don't have much. And I'm a cheapskate. But when I get on that cruise ship, I find that room so, hey, yo, bro, here's 50 right now. I'm not gonna be one of them people at the end of the week go back to the cruise line and say, give me my gratuities back. So I'm giving you extra 50 right now because I let you know I appreciate you. You good, we good, you good, we good. Hey, thank you. And then I'm learning See, because see, we're talking about we're getting rid of toxic traits. One of them, in just my opinion, is mind your business. There was a person on a cruise ship. It was an elderly woman, and they seen two people getting drunk on the dance floor. You're right, drunk on the dance floor. But you know what? My cruise news experience is telling me, okay, they're newbies. They got the crew. They have the drink package, and they trying to get the 15 drinks in. Time to mind my business. But no, that lady didn't mind her business. What did she do? Hey, you might want to put those drinks back. You're spilling on the ground. When you say that to a drunk, all you're doing is bringing the toxicity out. When you say that to someone that's trying to be a natural born alcoholic and get out there on the crew and do it, next thing you know, the fight breaks out. And carnivals, they don't care. Everybody that fight, you're gonna pay a $500 fine, and if you don't like it, you're banned from our cruise ship for life. Now my wife's platinum. I'm gold. I'm not getting banned. So guess what? I'm walking away. Even if you're gonna see a video of a man running away, I'm running away because you're not messing up my vacation. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not messing up my vacation. You done lost your freaking mind. I'll take the hit. I might be waiting for you when we get back to Jacksonville or Miami. I might be waiting for you in the parking lot to return the favor, but I ain't doing it on that boat. I'm not saying we do not condone violence on this channel. It can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. We don't condone violence. This is for entertainment purposes only, as I would say. But I'm just saying, sometimes you got to learn. Well, you always hear that, especially from African Americans. I'm just keeping it 100. No, you're being a hole. Somewhere in life, you done got your feelings hurt. So I'm gonna tell everybody, like the Negro spiritual hymn. I said I wasn't gonna tell anybody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. You know what? Let it go. Keep it to yourself. You might feel a little bit better later on. I'm just saying. But back to the subject. We're so used to the violence, and I'm not saying getting beat up or whatever, but arguing and hurting and breaking up and getting back together, breaking up and walking away and talking about each other and doing everything and saying the hurtful things that are downright hurt. When does that dissipate? When does it go away? Does it go away when a good man shows up? No, a lot of times, especially with you women, I don't want to be with him. I can walk all over him. Well, maybe he letting you walk all over him, you stupid idiot, because he cares about you. I don't need no wimpy man. Maybe he's that guy that don't want to pay that $500 fine, and he wants to keep going with you. Do you see what I'm saying? He wants to keep going with you. There's such a thing as forgiveness. There's such a thing as letting shit go. Excuse my French. Let it go. But how do I know it's gone? I don't be honest with you, I don't have the answer. But you got to recognize the danger of, like I said, I was getting really ornery when we was in Princess K, and I realized I was overheating. I'm not only going to say I was going to have a heat stroke because I worked outside or whatever. Then I finally recognized, hey, I'm not being myself. I'm being mean and obnoxious, and hey, this is not the transformation. This is not the explanation. And I walked, and I said it before. I walked into uh I walked into a place and we got under an AC. Excuse me. But see, what I'm saying is, we, especially, you know, especially, and you hear it in people's voice. I sense it because I know people that have been married before, and you've been by yourself. Okay, if you happy by yourself, good. Because a lot of times the reason why you happy with by yourself, you put up with so much stuff. You let so many red flags go by. You at peace because you get to do what the heck you want to do. I had to learn the magic word, shut up. As a man, it's like it's like that song, being a man is what you make it. Blah, 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 blah. That's a good song because it lets me know I had to learn to shut up. I mean, I'm sitting there talking to Charles. He's like, hey, don't say that. I'm like, F that, F bomb ever. I'm going to say it. Don't say that. It ain't going to work. Do this. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Do this. It took years for me to listen to this ninja. And that literally was when I recognized one of a reactionary trait that I was sitting in survival mode. I was literally still in survival mode, and parts of me still are. They're like, I let everybody walk all over me. You ain't walking all over me. But when I learned that even in the ignorance, my best, this person is looking out for my best, the best results, the end results. You women don't realize y'all run things, and you don't have to have that masculinity bullshit. Excuse me, bullcrap traits. Just be the woman that God meant you to be. We gonna listen. My wife say, "Hey, babe, can you go ahead and do this?" Okay, when do you want me to do it? Yes, dear. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. I'm not. Trust and believe. Don't make me. And for entertainment purposes only. You'll catch a body. You mess with my wife. But I don't want the violence. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to do that because I am that kind and gentle person. But there's another side. There's another side. I come from crazy. Crazy's in the blood. I don't like that side. I like the, hey, look at me. I got some mulch. You know what I'm gonna do with that mulch? I'm gonna spread it around. But don't get it twisted. Guys, don't get it twisted. This page is to show that I finally found some stuff I love doing. The can't stop walking is so I can stay alive. My wife would try to kill me. She's trying to work me to death. You know what I'm saying? The can't stop walking is the part of the part of the initial. That's the part where you say yes, dear. See, we have to recognize when you get someone that comes in your life that wants to love you, wants to care about you, don't know how to do it, but is willing to learn. Boy, you better not ever let that person go. Girl, you better not ever let that person go. Because like in the 80s, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Oh, don't let your ears bleed. You know what I'm saying? It's a learning process. It's a learning process. But our we're this digital age is with the you know everybody's selfish and we got to videotape everything. We got to videotape argument. I wish you would put that camera in my face while we argue. I wish you would. You would see the video of that thing flying. Pew, pew, pew. Don't do that. Don't do that. But another thing, long story short, we have to recognize I'm saying you, me, and people coming in on the remix. Ain't nobody perfect. There's some brokenness somewhere in you. You just gotta recognize it. And a lot of times when you're in the right environment, which means a positive environment. Hey, I see we got a new person in here. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, drop your if you want to drop your link, it's hashtag can't stop. What we find is that when you come into a positive environment, not just any environment, you will learn to let things go. You won't have to have your battle. You won't have to be in battle mode for everything and anything. You know, I never had to block somebody before until when I first got into these YouTube streets because I call myself jumping on their live, and the person, they were just soaking up the bull crap because they thought they had looks, which they, to me, my personal opinion, they didn't. They thought they had looks, and everybody's, oh, you're beautiful, you're cute, and blah blah blah. And you can see all that tons of makeup and this and that and all, and I'm like, and you can see the person soaking it up. So I gave my opinion on the live, and they ripped me a new one. Oh, really? See, and I was like, okay, you're not understanding what I was saying. And what I was saying was this. But I was like, I know. I came on mine and broadcast that. My opinion. You'll see it go. It's way back there. I was walking in a ramp. I was walking in a ramp. Yeah, and and I know, guys. I'm all over the place. Please forgive me. It's early in the morning. I had a sober evening, and I'm not in pain or anything like that. We ain't used to that around here. And I had fun. The wife, when she came out just to complain, I was like, well, why did you offer to help? She's like, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? I said, babe, just if you're gonna help, just dig into the mulch and just chuck it. Just throw it. Well, you should spread it out. You should put it in areas, then spread it out. And she's got to take charge. Look here, brown thumb. You don't have no, But I'm like, okay, yes, babe, yes, honey, but do me a favor, just dig into it and chuck it. I said we're gonna do it for 30 minutes. She did it for 5 minutes. She said, there's probably creatures in here, and I'm like, oh Jesus. I said it just got destroyed by the grinder. Whatever's in there is dead. And we were sitting there laughing and and joking and whatnot. But I really enjoyed having her with me in that aspect. But you know, long story short, when you put yourself in a positive environment, it will change you. When all you've done was be in a negative environment for most of your adult life, it'll change you. It just takes time. I used to get upset. I was like, why am I still acting like that? Someone said, look, you've got to give yourself just as much time to, you got to give yourself, I just wish it said, this creature's inside your body. Don't tell her that. She'd be like, oh my God, you're in me. Oh my God. You got to give yourself just as much time as you gave yourself to screw it up. Don't let that go over your head. You got to give yourself just as much time. But if you live the positive life, if you hang with the positive YouTube crowd, you're going to live that. Oh, that's why I said that story. I got out of going to these negative YouTube pages. Good morning, Wellness Frugal Mom. Hey, you need to look at my little premiere. I'll do some workout. Just chucking, shoveling, chucking, shoveling, chucking, shoveling mulch and just chucking it, shoveling mulch and chucking it. I'm trying to have some kind of exercise every day, at least for 5 days that I'm filming. But but back to what I was saying. Get into the positive YouTube. Get into these positive YouTube streets where people are going to uplift you and say you can do it. Where people are going to encourage you and let you know about watch time hours. When people are going to, let you know, don't get upset when they start snatching your hours because you can get them back. When they give you ideas and say have that forever video, then build on that forever video. Have this video, have that video. Try this idea, try this idea. If you want to, if you're open to listen, listen. If not, that's on you, bro. That's on you, sister. You know what I'm saying? But be open minded to understand. Like yesterday, we're talking about having thick skin. You know, you had thick skin when you was in survival mode, and you just let it thin out. Like I used to be able to take the cold because I'm from Long Island, New York, Long Island Sound, blizzard country. A lot of but my blood thinned out because I changed my environment. I thinned out. When you change your environment, when you change your environment from bad to good, miraculous things are going to happen. When you change your environment from a negative to a positive, you'll start being recharged. Your life will start moving in a different direction. You'll start seeing it. You'll start understanding it. That's the amazing thing about wondering when is the toxic traits going to disappear. When you just need, and people say, give it time, you'll get over it, get everything. That's it's hard to say that, but it's so true. Well, I want it done now. But half the time, your conscious says it's one thing, but your subconscious is telling you something else. And when your subconscious and your conscious finally align, you'll be standing there going, why do I feel so funny? Why do I feel so good? Why do I feel so happy? Why do I feel so content and at peace? Because both of them finally aligned for the good. You know what I'm saying? Both of them finally aligned for the good. And that is a strange feeling, you know. A lot of times we talk about drugs and whatever. Boy, you worry about alcohol or whatever. That's the best feeling in the world. I'm not even gonna lie. It's an understanding, and and a lot of times we hold on to stuff like shame or embarrassment. I was embarrassed, and I got to hold on to this, and I got to hold on to that, and I'm just this way because you made me this way. No, you stay that way because you're afraid. You're afraid of change. You're afraid of it. You know, I a lot of times when people get divorced, they don't ever want to get married again. Well, doggone it, I wanted to see what a real marriage was. I look at my house as a hot mess, but it's our house. It started out as her house. Now I call it my home too. I can accept it as my home too. I can accept it as a place where, we are living together, and I'm proud of it. And I got to get a list together. I'm walking like, man, I ain't paint this door. I should have painted this door years ago. I'm like, oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Now, once again, another, I'm excessive compulsive when it comes to doing it. But it makes me feel good. It makes me feel needed and wanted and happy. And it's good content. You know, I forgot to bring the tripod. The tripod is in the truck. Who the heck? The tripod is in the truck, and I left it last night because I could have filmed me you know filmed me throwing this mulch all over the daggone place. That would have been good content. But hey, it is what it is. We do what we do. I'm gonna pull over for a minute. But okay, what we got here? No, a country holler. No, come with it. Country hustle. No, I'm not. I work for night. I work for night. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't have the nuts. You need a big. You need a big pair of cojones to own a truck, um, especially in this economy. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Give me my paycheck, and we'll start from there. I've tried it a few times, but I tried it the wrong way. If I ever did it again, I would use my friend Charles. He's an owner operator, been off and on owner operator for years. I mean, he's got two or three. I think he's got 3 million plus under his belt. And if I did go that route, I would use him as my advisor. But you got to have a good pair of nuts because one tire goes. That's $700, $800 to $1,000. If you got to get a rim, that's another thousand. There's a lot to this. There's a lot to this, and you just got to have a pair of gonads to be able to do it. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with the piece I got. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut down because I got to go ahead and check in. And so, and I know y'all be like, what is he doing? What blah blah blah, and we can't hear him. Blah 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 blah. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for being a part of my live. Hey, oh, okay. Yeah, like right now I'm on a dedicated route like that I have chance to go home. But I'm gonna be looking for something with some weekends myself. I'm gonna be looking for something with some weekends myself. But again, I want to thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for being part of my live. Um, thank you for engaging. A country hustle 101. You're always welcome. Come in. Lori's Garden and more. You're always welcome. We do this Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. I go on a rant and start yelling and screaming. I forgot to do it this morning, but I was driving and it was raining. But hey, it's better late than never. But no, I'm not gonna yell. But I am gonna say thank you. Thank you guys for coming in and making this fun and making this enjoyable and a part of the foolishness that which is my life. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that God loves you, and I love you too. You guys are always welcome. Yeah, yeah, I did. Oh, so you was in yesterday. Thanks. Hey, thanks for coming in. You know, I get excited. I get excited. But again, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that God loves you, and I love you too. Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, check out Wellness from Frugal Mama. She's up next. Y'all might get some get some exercise in for your fat your fat cojones. Later, deuces.